Hey boys, welcome back to some more Roosters career mode. It's actually been a while since I've made a video on this, but we're getting back into it here, taking on the Tigers. We're in first spot. The Tigers are struggling in 16th spot on the ladder. Not too unsurprising with the lineups, but we will have a look, and I think our team is pretty much the same. We'll have a quick look, but the Tigers there pretty similar. Nathan Malone in the centres. Instead of who's usually their centres, but the back row pretty standard. Joel Edwards hasn't been playing. Matt Ballon instead of Robbie Farah. But other than that, it's pretty standard, I'd say. But off the kickoff here, Maria Hargraves there, straight through. Just a terrible Tigers defence, and you know, not a good start by them. Pretty good start by us, and then right here off the kick. 6 minutes in, it's going to be Tupou. Just streaks away. Just not a hand laid on him. And I thought he was going to I thought Tedesco was going to come across and catch him. But he just had a bit too much pace and picks up a very early and a quite spectacular try, honestly. I thought it was going to be a 20-meter tap. But as you see, he was just outside the in goal. And thankfully for us, it wasn't a tap. I was hoping it would be a 20-meter tap because obviously you get 7 tackles. But you know, when you can just race away and score untouched, you know, you take it. And then Takeaho here is going to go straight through as well, just the start of this game. We're not even 10 minutes in, and 3 just clean line breaks. I mean, 2 of them just by forwards running straight up the middle. You know, a bit of footwork before the line, but the Tigers apparently have not come out to play the start of this game, as we look to spread it to the right here. And poor old Johnny Tuivasa there gets dragged over the sideline, and then a last tackle, absolutely terrible play, but we do get it out to Tupou, who puts in a neat little grubber, and you know, not a potential try, but just nice play in general. As Joel Edwards this time, very poor defense by our team this time. Edwards, bit of an inside pass, and straight through the middle, but the Tigers, you know, they're bit in a rabble this game. And just knock it on after in the next play. So, you know, they couldn't really put anything together. But 30 minutes gone, and we're only up by 6 points, which is very disappointing. And right there, Friend was straight through the gap. I shouldn't have passed it, but it was yeah, I sort of meant to throw the dummy, but I didn't time it right, and he threw the pass. So, unfortunately, not to be. As Ferguson there comes up with a high shot. And on the back of that, Nathan Malone is going to score a try for the Tigers. We should have been up by 12, 18 points, honestly, in this first half. We were dominating them. And then, you know, 1 penalty later, Ferguson, he's probably, you know, he might get suspended, so that's going to be bad news. But, yeah, we do have depth in the back, so it's not too bad. But, yeah, they're going to score, and it's going to level up the game. Almost going into halftime here. We do get a chance to actually post some points. See if we can do that as Ferguson straight through and looks to get it back. No, he doesn't. No support there. Still got a couple plays left. His friend crowds Caulfield, gets it back to Mitchell. Should pass it, but didn't quite time it. Should be the last play of the game. Friend tries to get it out. Papali there, and it's actually, so yeah, obviously someone's suspended. I think it's Cordner who's suspended. So yeah, Adrian Papali is actually on the bench for us. I don't know if he's a relation to Josh. He probably is, honestly. Wouldn't surprise me. But starting the second half, it's going to be a pretty decent start. And it's going to be that man, Daniel Tupou. He's had just an extremely good game already. Only, you know, 40 minutes into it. And he's going to pick up an early try here. It was actually a one-on-one steal by Kenny Dowell, I think it was. And, you know, quick work to get it out to the left. You know, turning defensive to attack and getting the Tigers on the back foot. So, you know, nicely done as Tupou again through the middle. Gets it back. Friend, though, is rounded up pretty quickly. Yeah, we finally get our lead back. And, you know, it was a bit of a disappointing game. You know, it should have been ours for the taking. We did let the Tigers back into it. But hopefully we can, you know, we can pile on a few points. I mean, this game, it felt like I should just run away with it at any time. But just seemed like a couple of errors from us, and Tigers doing some decent plays right here. Tim Simona, who's been pretty dangerous for them. Very good player. Simona is so good, man. Not only in the game, but real life. Simona, he's one of my favorite players, honestly. He's really good, man. I actually don't know if I'm assuming he's a New South Wales player. I'm not actually too sure. I know he used to play in the Queensland Cup before he played for the Tigers, so maybe he's a Queenslander, but I'm honestly not too sure. But he's awesome. I really like Simona. But yeah, he made a pretty clean break. Once again, we run on the last tackle, and you know, once again, not really going for the try, but just pinning them in their 5-meter zone. But they straight off that, they're gonna pass it out to Rankin on the wing. I wasn't expecting it, and make good ground. Pick up the penalty from passing it straight into one of our players, which is, you know, a little unfortunate, but good heads-up play, I guess. The last tackle here, we're gonna get out to that man Tupou with a nice quick switch to the left side here, and Tupou pretty much unstoppable. Just devastating this game. You know, Tupou's been good pretty much the whole season. He's made a lot of line breaks. You know, a lot of them have been set up by Kenny Dow, but he's been a little disappointing in the fact that he hasn't really capitalized on that many. But this game, he couldn't be stopped. Tedesco, he is rated well in this game, but his defense isn't the best. He seems to miss a lot of tackles compared to, like, you know, Dugan, Slater, a fair few other guys like Boyd, and, you know, pretty much every other fullback. So you can sort of take a bit of advantage from that. And as you see, 18-6, we haven't run away with this game, but we have almost put it beyond doubt. We did concede a error to start this set and gave the Tigers a full set, but they couldn't capitalize. I thought that kick was going to be pretty well weighted, but not to be, as Takeaho again straight through the middle. He's been huge for us this game as well. Most of the forwards have been really good. But unfortunately, you know, just going for that little silly offload, as Tim Simona here is just going to steamroll a couple of players and score just a very nice individual try. And you'll see here a couple of the guys just run back here. I was trying to switch. Oh, that's still the one thing about this game that bugs me, is the switching to players just seems, I don't know, it seems weird. I can never switch to the player I want half the time, and it causes a few issues. But, you know, fortunately for us, we are going to hold on to this win. Tedesco actually missed a goal to all but wrap it up as we get tackled there. Actually, we threw the intercept, and that's going to be the end of the game, as Daniel Tupou unsurprisingly gets man of the match. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.